All right, hello and welcome. You know the deal. We are so back. We are running a solo challenge. We need to terraform the whole planet in only 12 generations. That is the solo challenge. But we also have a goal to get 63 TR, which is the alternate win condition, and get at least 100 points. And by God, we would love to get even more than 100 points. Earth Catapult for universal discount, huge. Extremophiles really works with a micro build, a bunch of earth. If we were Terractor or something, this would be one of the strongest starts. My God. Even a little bit of Jovian here that works. I mean, there's a lot of cards here to love. You could even go for the design microorganisms just because it gives you that kind of science tag to get into Extremophiles sooner rather than later. There's even a geothermal for double power. This is a very, very strong first kind of opening hand. The problem is I don't have that much money. I could risk taking Valley Trust just for getting that extra prelude and try and get something that helps us fund the Earth Catapult. We could, like, a micro run would be interesting, but we already have a micro placement. I guess I take the Eccentric Monster to get the Earth Catapult. That makes the most sense. And then a production of every kind. I mean, in a game with 11 productions, this is huge. This is $6 worth of value per generation. So that works out. We're gonna start with the Earth Catapult basically for free, and then like all of this is just so expensive, right? There's so many cards here to grab. There's $27 worth of cards that I want. At least we'll have the discount, but what else will we be able to play? It's hard to say, because none of this really, like, at least Martian Industries would give us, you know, some early starting dough to play those cards. Maybe we do that. We give up $4 per turn, right? The dollar and the titanium. But that energy does allow us to get to 3 energy guaranteed. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say, because that 1 energy and $6 like goes pretty far in the first generation. $27. I think the titanium is just stronger though. We just have to accept a slower first generation. Getting the energy to trade just isn't that important. Miranda though over Enceladus is something I'm humming and hawing about. Microbes are typically stronger for terraforming. Miranda's better for points. This could be a big run though, so let's believe in the run. I'm tempted to leave behind design microorganisms, but it's the only science tag I have. So let me grab it all. We get our discount on the Earth Catapult. We get our company, and then we get another set of preludes. Wow, 6 more income. A wild tag is nice. Some starting, money to spend on cards is nice, but I think if we just lean into not having a first generation, we will be well set, right? Because with all of our discounts now, plus all of this production, like, I don't know, I feel like we're set. Arctic algae is huge. Psychrophiles is huge. Asteroid is great as well, but honestly, I need to not take cards so I can play all the cards I have. So I don't need Arctic algae until I'm starting to get oceans. Psychrophiles is going to be immediately helpful for playing Arctic algae. If I can get science tags, Extremophiles will allow me to get Psychrophiles faster. So something to consider. I wouldn't normally consider going for the design microorganism very quickly, but if it was the second tag, we would be very interested in it. For now, we don't need a bunch of Venus discounts. So let's just get lunar exports. What is our action? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, Psychrophiles. Yeah, of course. 5 more income. I mean, that's just sick. We're up to 10 income with another like 3 and metals and everything else in hand. This is really looking like an electric start. The only problem is that we had so many cards to buy in the first generation that you would have almost been better set not buying them. Special design. You can play a card early. It's not meaningful for us. I do want this asteroid, though, to make sure that we get the heat income started. Because that just looks good, yeah. The other thing to think about is playing like a nuclear zone, which we could do to get the second heat income and 2 money income. And I could even put the acquired company on top of that as well. Let's go pick up some more metal from the board. I could get titanium income, but I'll let it pile up for a second. 13 money income. What is not to love? Let's look at our colonies as well. Steel's building up, the heat's building up. The heat should be fine this game. Even though we don't have much income for it, we've already gotten up quite a few steps. So, lots to love. We probably will have the government help boost Venus. There's a lot of really strong Venus cards that need the first 4 or 5 bumps to be playable. I like a microbe card. I like a Venus synergy. We can start building up floaters for this. And I mean, this income is just fantastic. We don't have any type of, we don't have a colony, like, build, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm looking at Arctic algae, because if I play this, it'll be active for the future, like for the government phase. I think we start with the dirigibles. Vesta looks really cute. And then do you want the power or not? I think we do the Arctic algae and the power. I mean, both is good. If I had to pick between two, picking both feels pretty all right. I hate that the neutral placement ate up a really good spot for adjacencies, but so be it. There we got some ocean placement, some plant income. I feel like you can just grab every card because our income is so strong that we can really benefit from a lot of this. You throw steel into here. We do only have 1 Venus tag, so for now I'm not interested in playing this, but the card draw seems totally reasonable. And we actually have all the different tags, so that looks pretty good. Let's grab a card for now instead of the plant. A little short-sighted, I believe, but that's okay. And we got underground detonations of all cards, which is not a good one. Could trade for 10 heat or 8 steel. I mean, for the sake of argument, we should trade with one of them. So $9 for 8 steel is almost doubling the amount of money we have in play. Even if I overpay, it's totally fine. Would have been nice to get my first science tag with design microorganisms, but, you know, one step at a time. Those microorganisms require us to get, what? The oxygen to level 3. I think it's better just to keep Venus in play. I don't hate Noctis City Conscription or trees for later. Even aerobaked ammonia, I don't normally go for it, but I have a lot of money available. And with this much money available, we should be taking advantage where we can. We also got up to 3 energy income, so it's a great chance to come down here and pick up all that heat. I could have justified I probably could have justified building a colony, but seems reasonable to wait on that. I don't want these things. So I just take my plant income. I mean, I do want Noctis City, and I can play for it straight out of steel. But until I have this ocean and enough energy to continue trading after, it feels a little bit like a waste. I could have the government give me this ocean. That probably opens up. Like, we'll have enough plants for the city and the greenery, so even though I lose these 2 plants, it kind of works out. Field Cap City, that's great. TR to get to 63 TR, we like that. Any amount of card draw when you have when you have discounts, works out well. It's also a science tag, so this is a pretty steep discount. Another city, I mean... The question that I really have here is whether or not I should be building a colony, and I think I should be. So that's a standard project colony onto series. Gives me a little bit of production, gives me a way to really spend that energy for extra steel. And the reason it made sense is because I have all these cities offered to me right now that would be pretty great to get into play. Maybe put one up here, turn around and use the energy I just got down there. Keep picking up 2 plants. I need to get an ocean into that pocket. That's okay. I still haven't gotten my second Venus tag, so I don't want to play sulfur exports, but know that it's really close on the chopping block for me. The oxygen's about to go to level 3, which is nice. We need more heat. There's a lot of things we need, quite frankly, but one step at a time. Beam from a thorium is kind of late, but maybe it's okay. Some card draw is nice. Some energy is nice. I don't have science tags though, right? So I'm kind of grabbing a lot of cards under the expectation that I will find things to do. Do we want to trade for heat? Not till we have a heat colony. So until then, we just 3 energy for 5 steel is a great little upgrade. Let's go for 2 more cards. Maybe we can get something nice. Viral enhancers opens up extremophiles, which we can grab a plant with. Extremophiles can go on to psychrophiles, keeps giving us discounts. And now I feel a little bit better about the number of Venus tags I have. That got us another card. Cheap oceans, cheap cards. Okay. Beam from a thorium, I believe, would hit the spot here. If we're gonna do this card, we should do it now. Just keep as much money on hand as possible. Another greenery this gen. Okay. There isn't much of a placement here, but 2 city adjacencies is strong enough for me not to complain. And -4 is coming up. 3 science tags is a breakpoint for a couple of things. Venus doesn't have a consistent terraformer. There's a lot that we need to do here, basically. Getting a colony for cheap would be lovely for some heat. Some oceans, some card draw. Again, 3 science, though, is a hard breakpoint. Capital doesn't really fit. You could go into a triple adjacency with the capital here. Do I have any other building tags? No. So I'm only going to grab the capital because of that. Not super happy with it, but... You know, we have a lot of money. So we want to keep up the pressure as best we can. This feels reasonable. Cheap ocean coming in the future. Man, do I do standard projects? Like, this is... I guess we start with a standard project colony. Because we need a lot of heat to get us the rest of the way. So, the heat income is nice. The colony bonus is nice. Keeps us moving in the right direction. A greenery this turn gives us 2 greeneries, which gives us a heat bump. So, a really efficient turn to buy some greeneries. I'm not gonna, like, this would be a great city spot, but I already have a colony or a city coming over here, so I'm not gonna worry about that. And then, yeah, 15 bucks. I mean, at least the heat should be in order next gen for us to get trees. So I'm going to keep taking Venus. Meat industry, would love that. We have Miranda in play, but we just haven't been lucky enough to get animal cards to even put the thing into play. Huh. So this, and this. We have the viral enhancers, so even playing this card gives us bonuses. With meat industry, I really have a hard time playing this import hydrogen because it could be more animals that we could get more rebates on. But without it, like, I'm not sure what we're doing. We only have a couple gens left, so perhaps we heat bump it to heat bump and go for 2 cards. I really wanted to get this ocean to set things up, but some cards felt pretty strong as well. You know, I really wanted my oceans to go here. So I don't really know where to put what I just got offered. Did I already trade? No, but I should trade for steel. And then what? And then what? Like Protected Valley, of course. Use as many microbes as you can. I guess we're just getting a card from it? Like, I like the space discount as much as the next guy, but... I guess we're just going to do some standard Project Venus bumping, making sure that stays relatively in play, and hope for something to open up the board a little bit now. Venusian animals with meat industry, pretty huge. Pretty huge, I have to say. So meat industry, you're in play. I'll even overpay just in case. So anytime I play a science tag, I'm going to get an animal for 1 point, and getting an animal will give me $2. So that's pretty good, and that can enhance, so it gets $4 back right away. And then we look at that, a science tag. Look at that, a science tag. I'm not sure about thermophiles. Ooh, pets. Anytime I play a city, I get an animal, and we can enhance that, so we get money back. Play a city, we can get money back here. There's it's starting to add up a little bit, isn't it? Isn't it? Don't we have an ocean event? We sure do. And I talked about waiting to play this guy until we had an animal worth playing. Venusian animal, very good. That's a green right here and a green right there. I mean, it was looking pretty good, isn't it? Isn't it? Another Venusian animal. Again, I don't think these, like, Extremophiles is a Venus microbe. It could actually work, though. This is a Venus bump if I just let it enhance for a single and then put a Venus microbe onto itself. Am I gonna trade? I don't know if I need more heat. It looks like I have a couple of bumps. I'm not gonna play the capital until next gen, so I guess we trade for heat now. And that just lines us up for the full heat terraform. The oxygen looks done. I have to say, it's just Venus that I'm looking at now. And as much as I like these cards, I honestly think you just make sure that nothing funky happens here in the home stretch. 3 Venus bumps plus the government Venus bump. The last oxygen's basically covered. If we just get the last oceans, will give us the plants we need. Mars University, a science tag, insanely strong. The card cycle, the fact that we're getting an animal, all of that is huge. We need to... This gets a card. I believe this is ready to go in terms of being a bump. None of this is a Venus, right? Yeah, I was thinking if we had a Venus tag, the dirigibles would at least get give us some discounts. I say at least as if it hasn't already done tremendous work for us. I need oceans. I'm going to play you for a card cycle. I shouldn't need a lot of the things I have. Cryo sleep. Again, we're getting an animal every time I do this. It's just not that good. It's just not that good. An earth tag that deflects. Yeah, no thanks. So I have to do some standard projects now, unfortunately. Unfortunate. So standard project aquifer makes a great spot for us to have lots of steel. Well, actually, Miranda's in play. Yeah, trading for one animal, though, just isn't it. Building a colony to get an extra animal and a card for $17 also isn't it. If we got the colony into play one turn sooner, it would have been worth doing. But without that, we're quite frankly just doing a bunch of standard projects here at the end, I think, right? For the last ocean, for the last Venus. I did a bunch for heat earlier. It just kind of is that way right now. Still, it looks likely that we'll get our 63 TR, like all these extra TR cards I just picked up. So, let's do an aquifer, probably for titanium. Do a Venus bump, so that's the full terraform. And then this is cheaper than that, and I get 4 TR instead of 3. And then again, like this is stronger to just get 2. Where are our microbes at? Decomposers, look at that, a break point, so that's perfect. So playing both of these cards is as good as playing this card. So, I mean, fine, right? There's no reason to force the Jovian. I don't have a multiplier for it. And then, yeah, for their last little bit of steel and money, we may as well protect our plants, even though we're playing a solo, and look for an asteroid. What is this, like a 40% chance? 30% chance? And we hit, baby. There you go. That's an extra point. 33 points on cards. Damn. A couple negatives, right? Because we did some conscription. We did some indentured workers. We have all of this cool, like, nuking and stuff. But, I mean, damn, dude. 11? One city away. You know, I played those 2 cards at the end to get extra TR. I didn't need the TR to get the 63 requirement. Building a city would have been worth at least 3 points, and it would have been worth a 4th because of the pet. So slight misplay there. 3 points instead of 4 points. It is what it is. I don't think we would have gotten enough plants, right? Getting to 16 was out of range. So there you go. I mean, this is a pretty good board in terms of greeneries and points, like, and cities. I mean, we're not slouching. I mean, jeez. Oh, 129. We didn't break the 130. It's so great. It's so awesome. 67. 6-7, baby. And 33. I mean, this just feels so right. It's also satisfying that, I don't know why my brain thinks this way, but 33 and 67, it's like, yo, bro. That adds up to 100 perfectly. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's how numbers work. It's like, yeah, but like 67 plus 33 is 100. Like, whoa, pattern recognition brain. Monkey is happy. Yeah, neuron activation. And then, yeah, 14 and 15. I mean, this is just a solid run. I hope you enjoyed. We started out with a strong economy in terms of we just bought 7 cards to start. And we played 3 preludes that gave us a tremendous amount of income on top of a discount. I'm not sure if it can tell us how many cards we played, right? Cards played. So this is what, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 2 more is 50 minus 1, right? That means that after playing our Earth Catapult, we played 49 cards. Now, some of those cards may have already been 0, right? There was an event that was 0 because we had a discount on science. But roughly 40 or more cards cost $2 less. This card here saved us 80 credits over the course of the game. 80. And we got 2 points for our trouble. 80 credits and 2 points. And I didn't pay a thing for it. I paid $3 for the card, and then I played it for free with a prelude, which, yes, has an opportunity cost, but still the value. I mean, look, everybody knows Earth Catapult has the value, but still, when you export from Earth, when export from Earth becomes easier, everything gets cheaper. Everything. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.